Hello everyone, this is the chapter number 14 Chemical Effects of Electric Current. It is from class 8th. So, my dear students, you are going to learn in this lesson some chemical effects of the electric current. So, maybe you have heard the word electric current. Your elders might have cautioned you against touching an electrical appliances with your wet hands. But do you know why it is dangerous to touch an electrical appliance with the wet hands? So we know that with the wet hands, if you are going to touch any electrical appliance, you may get electric shocks because all the electric appliances they are carrying electric current. So it is dangerous. So that's why our elder one they are giving advice to us that don't touch with wet hand to the electrical appliances. Now see here everyone, on other hand, materials which do not allow electric current to pass through them easily are poor conductors of electricity, and some materials they allow to pass the electricity through them, they are the good conductor of electricity. So maybe you are well known about all these things, and in the class 6th you made a tester which can test whether the particular material allow the electric current to pass through it or not. Now see here, in this lesson also you are going to make a conduction tester. So to make the conduction tester, so if you see this is the conduction tester, and what you have to do for making the conduction tester. Now we should know what is the use of this conduction tester. Now here it is given, the conduction tester is a device used to determine whether a substance is good conductor or poor conductor of the electricity. So this conduction tester will help us to check whether the given substance is a good conductor or a poor conductor of the electricity. So how can we make this electric conductor or this conduction tester? See here, to make this conduction tester we need to use, this is the torch bulb, wire and the cell. Now a simple conduction tester has electric cell, it is shown here in in this picture also, and a torch bulb. If there is no torch bulb, you can take LED bulb also, because LED bulbs can glow in weak current also. Now here what is done, one terminal of the cell is connected to one terminal of the bulb, and I will show to all of you. Now see here, one terminal of this is the electric cell, and the one terminal of the electric cell is connected to the one terminal of the bulb, and other terminal of the electric cell is connected to this one is the substance, this is the iron nail, and you can see here another terminal of the bulb is here connected to this substance. Now these two ends are free, but when you connect any material in these two free ends, then if the bulb glow, then you can say the this circuit can pass the electric current. But to done all these things, every material it should be in a good condition, because this dry cell should be in good condition, even the torch bulb also. And here we can change any material, we can take any other material to check whether this material which is taken, whether this material is good conductor or bad conductor of the electricity. But now see here, when the bulb will glow, when the electricity will pass. Now see here, if the material is good conductor, the bulb glows, and if the material is poor conductor, the bulb does not glow. So we have to check whether the bulb is glowing or not. So if bulb glows, then the material is good conductor, and if bulb not glows, then the material is poor conductor of the electricity. So here instead of iron nail, you can check you can take wood, you can take plastic scale, or you can take any other metallic rod, so by which you can check whether the material is good conductor or bad conductor of the electricity. Now see here, sometimes the current flowing through the circuit may be too weak, as I said. If from the circuit, now this is the circuit, and from the circuit if the current is flowing but that current is too much weak, so when there is a weak current, the that torch bulb will not glow, but instead of that we can take this LED bulb, and this LED bulb has a speciality. This LED bulb, if we use instead of torch bulb, then this LED bulb glows even when a weak current flows in the circuit. If in the circuit there is a weak current, less current, then also the bulb can glow. Which bulb? This LED bulb can glow. If the torch bulb will not act, here it is shown. This is the torch bulb, and this torch bulb need more electricity. But if the electric current in the circuit is less or weak, then this bulb will not glow. Even you have used the material which is good conductor. But instead of this, if we can take the LED bulb, then our bulb will glow, and we can identify the given material is good conductor. If the LED bulb not glow in the weak current, even it is in good position or condition, then we can say the given material is poor conductor of the electricity. Now see here, sometimes we can use this magnetic compass, and by using the magnetic compass we can make a conduction tester. Now here also in the previous here diagram we have used a LED bulb or torch bulb to make the conduction tester, but here instead of that we can use magnetic compass to make the conduction tester. Now see here, if a magnetic compass is kept near a wire and current flows. Now see here in your book, this activity is given how to make this conduction tester by using the magnetic compass. For that, what you need, here you can see, this one is the tray, and when you will take a tray from inside of a discarded matchbox and wrap an electric wire a few times around the tray. So here you can see there is a wrapping of the wire. Have you seen these lines? These lines are nothing but this is the wrapping of the wire few times around the tray, and place a small compass needle inside it. So this is the compass needle, small compass needle which is placed inside this tray. Now you can connect one free end of the wire to other end free, and take another piece of wire and connect to the other terminal of the battery. If you see, here are the two ends which are free. So one end is connected to the battery, another end is free now. And here you can see another end of the battery is connected to the wire, and that end is also free now. So this is the one type of conduction tester using the magnetic compass. So here instead of LED, here magnetic compass is used. Now see here the magnetic when the current will start flowing through this electric circuit, now the magnetic needle gets deflected even if a weak current flows in a circuit. If there is a weak current in the circuit, then also this needle inside the magnetic compass, there is a needle, that needle will start moving, means it will show the deflection. And when it shows the deflection, so then you can come to know there is a electric current in the circuit. Now see here, take out ends of the tester from. Now see here, when you use this, so for when you do this, here we can these two freely ends, these two freely ends you can insert in a lemon juice also, otherwise in another solution or liquid. So when you will take lemon juice, then we know that lemon juice is acidic in nature, and which helps to transfer the current, which helps to carry current. And when these two ends, when these two ends are get inserted in a lemon juice, then we should take care that these two ends, when they are inserted in the lemon juice, they should not touch to each other. So when the electric current will flow, here the needle will show the deflection. So this, instead of the lemon juice, again you can repeat this activity by taking the tap water, vegetable oil, milk or honey. So in each case you can observe whether the magnetic needle shows deflection or not, and you can record your observations. Now electrical conductivity of solids. Some solids are good conductors of electricity. Not all solids, but some solids are good conductors. Means they can able to carry the electric current. So here which are those solids? Examples are given. Copper. Copper is metal. Iron is metal. Aluminum is also metal. So copper, steel, iron and aluminum. These are the solids which can able to conduct the electricity. Now some solids which are poor conductors, for example wood, plastic, rubber and glass. So these are the poor conductors of electricity. So here you can see here in this diagram, when wood is used, bulb is not glowing, but when copper plate is used, bulb is glowing. So this copper plate, this is the glass. When glass is used, when now you can see steel is used, bulb is glowing. Wood used, bulb is not glowing. Copper used, bulb is glowing. Glass used, bulb is not glowing. So in this way, when bulb glows, it shows the material is good conductor of electricity, and when bulb will not glow, then it shows it is a poor conductor of electricity. Now here the next point is electrical conductivity of liquids. You have seen for solids, now liquids. Some liquids, like some solids, some liquids are also good conductor of electricity. But we have to find out which liquids are good conductor of electricity. Then how can we find? So we can use the previous conduction tester to check whether the given liquid is good conductor of electricity or not. Now examples are taken here. Some liquids they have taken tap water, salt solution, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, in bracket solutions of acid, bases and salts are conductors of electricity. Hint is given here. Some liquids are poor conductor of electricity. For example, distilled water, sugar solution, kerosene and spirits. So they are poor conductor of electricity. But tap water, salt solution, HCl and NaOH means sodium hydroxide, they are the good conductor of electricity. Now to check all these things, this is the conduction tester with the tester. Now these two ends, when we insert in the tap water, the bulb will glow. When we use salt solution instead of tap water, then also bulb will glow. In case of hydrochloric acid, also bulb will glow. And in case of sodium hydroxide, also bulb will glow, because all these solutions are good conductors of electricity. But instead of tap water, if you take distilled water, the bulb will not glow. And sugar solution and kerosene and spirit, here also the bulb will not glow. So they are the poor conductors of electricity.